Welcome back to Broken Arrow. Estonia has fallen. Largely fallen. There's still this mission right here, but I need to do missions in Lithuania first before unlocking that for the Russians. But right now, I'm just gonna go for an airborne mission for the United States.
Chekalov's naval airbase, 5 miles northwest of Kaliningrad. This is our target. The city will be a tough nut to crack, so we need to seize key infrastructures to reinforce our logistic line first. So our objective is to capture this base with the runway intact. The 82nd Airborne Division is preparing for the assault, but the air defense of the base must be suppressed first. Planes equipped with anti-radiation missiles will open the way, and once it's done, the paratroopers will make their jump and establish a defensive perimeter. From there, we can airlift heavier equipment and begin the siege of the city.
Sir, the paratroopers are ready for the drop.
What about the escort?
F-16s, equipped with AGM-88 anti-radiation missiles, will open the way and suppress the enemy air defense.
And the rest of the planes I've requested?
Strike planes will be available as reinforcement as soon as the seed mission is over. A-10s to hunt enemy vehicles, F-35s equipped with guided bombs, and F-15s carrying cluster munitions in case large enemy formations are spotted.
Perfect. The Paras can't hold their own against tanks, so they'll need this support.
We also have B-1B supersonic bombers on standby.
What's the point? Our objective is to capture this base, not to plow the runway with a carpet of bombs.
In case you failed, General, I prefer to see this base erased from the map rather than letting the Russians keep it.
There will be no failure. Let's go, Commander. We got a mission to succeed.
Oh, sweet lord. The US Air Force has arrived. Not sure where they got that hut from, but all the same.
Special tactics teams have located the anti-air missiles around the airfield. S-300 missiles and anti-aircraft guns can intercept missiles when their radar is active. The recommended course of action is to approach from low altitude and send a high number of seed planes at once to overwhelm them.
Alright then. Let's get started.
This is Zulu Liner 1-1 entering the AO. Jammers are on. Time to play him some music. New course set. Looking for enemy air defense. Radar hunter here. Direct attack pattern confirmed. Magnum, missile away. Radar destruction confirmed. Roger, strafing the area.
That's the second one.
Viper standing by. Let's play him some music.
Let's get more.
Changing course. Flight plan updated. One radar spike and they're dead.
Well, that's 3 F-16s destroyed.
Close air support incoming. Close air support. No more radar emissions detected. They're either destroyed or too afraid to turn them on now. Zulu liner out. Fighting
To airdrop troops, select a cargo plane in the
Okay.
To the control tower at the end of the runway. We will use this elevated position as an observation post to call in airstrikes.
Here we go. Yeah, my planes took a heck of a beating. Lost a number of F-16s right there. And now I'm down to just 2 F-16Js.
Cargo plane here. Send mission.
But as...
Airman here. We're under fire. Moving. Weapons team ready. Need some heavy firepower. Regroup and move up. Infantry ready for combat. Look alive.
Our position is now identified. The security forces of the airbase are probably already on their way.
Heavy weapons ready. Pararescue here. We're under fire. I love big guns. Airmen engaged in combat. Infantry at your orders.
Alright, let's move forward.
Move it. Weapons team here. Weapons team engaged. What are your orders? Move your ashes, maggots! Rock up, we're moving! Infantry here. It's like a walk in the park. Making entry! Weapons team under fire, requesting orders! Air rescue men engaged in combat. Fit for fight, sir. Get your gear, we're moving out! Heavy weapons here. Quickly now! Infantry at your command, sir. Squad, move out! Infantry ready for action. Check a leg!
Alright, can we call in more stuff? Yes, we can.
Weapons team at your orders. Infantry good to go. Weapons team standing by.
Gonna try and get my hands on those supplies.
You like big guns too? All ass! Weapons team at your command, sir. Infantry here, standing by.
Alright, let's speed this up a bit.
Ready for action. Shut up unless
We don't have all day, Commander. Head to the control tower at the end of the runway.
weapons team ready.
Easy to say,
Infantry here,
sir.
standing by. Ready for action. Infantry ready for action. Need some heavy firepower? Get in that building. Establish a base of fire in that building. Keep running. Home sweet home. Infantry at your command, sir. Infantry in combat. Infantry here, we are engaged. Infantry at your orders. We have a building to secure. Pararescue here. We're in combat. On ass, we're moving. I love big guns.
The first objective is in our
Under
hands.
fire.
Enemy planes are trying to take off. Nail them down before they can escape. From now on, this is a no-fly zone for the enemy.
Look up, we're moving. Heavy weapons here. These things we do, that others may live. Who called the guardian angels? Weapons team here. On the move.
Okay, gonna call in more.
Check a leg. Battlefield airmen at your command, sir. DJ's here, standing by. The Air Force is on the ground. Let's go. Kids.
Okay, we're gonna need more stuff.
I don't think any plane will try to take off after what happened to those three.
Establish defensive positions, but as soon as you have the chance, push out toward the middle of the runway and take control of the buildings there. Our strike planes are ready to support you. Don't hesitate to call them as reinforcement.
Infantry, good to go. Get in that building! Set up a base of fire! I want a base of fire in that building! Infantry here. Copy, we take that building. Fit for fight, sir. Infantry, ready for combat. Infantry here, we're in combat!
The enemy attacks are coming from these barracks. Clear them to secure our flank.
Infantry reporting in. Infantry engaged in combat. Cargo plane here. Move your asses, maggots! Infantry here, standing by. All in! Regroup and move up! Squad, move out! Get your gear, we're moving out! Quickly now! Troops in combat, requesting orders! Infantry, good
All right.
to go! Special reconnaissance here. Infantry at your command, sir. You like big guns too? Look alive!
That's a bunch of Su-24s.
Weapons stand in combat, awaiting command. Move your asses! Troops in combat, send your orders!
Helicopters are taking off from these helipads. Capture these hangars and nail them down.
I'm gonna call in an F-16.
Name's the Guardian Angel. Weapons team at your orders. Special tactics team ready. Ready for action. Troops in combat. Need some heavy firepower. Who knew you'd do BT? Heavy weapons team is under fire. Weapons team in combat. Send your orders. New heading set. CAS is on the way. Breach and clear. Take that building! Come on, move in that building! Move your asses, maggots! On our way. Roger, time for a walk. We're not afraid of the distance. Heavy weapons here. I know you want to see that gun in action. Here.
All right, that's some units destroyed right there.
The ground. You like big guns too? Roger, Charlie Mike. Heavy weapons ready. All hands!
Call in another A-10.
Turning to new heading. New bearing set. Weapons team here.
Close air support.
Heading. Solid copy. Diving on target. Let's reduce them to scrap. Airstrike complete. Strike complete. Good effect on target. Panther ready. Dive attack confirmed. Move your asses, maggots! Take a leg. Back to home plate. Squad, move out! Blind the coordinates. Who called the Guardian Angel? Air rescue men engaged in combat. Move the fuck up! Thunderbolt ready to attack. Fit for fight, sir. Troops in combat requesting orders. Infantry
The
ready for
airstrip is
action.
secured. Now let's move to our final objective, the command center of the airbase. We need to finish capturing this base, before receiving the counterattack that will surely fall upon us.
Mission confirmed.
Commander, the satellite imagery analysis reveals the possible presence of an Su-57, codename Felon, stationed in an unknown area on this base. This is the most modern and secretive stealth plane operated by Russia. Getting our hands on an intact airframe would be invaluable.
More valuable than the lives of our men, obviously. We're in the middle of an assault here, not playing treasure hunt.
There is more than one way to win wars, and knowing your enemy is one of them. You should look for this plane before they destroy it, Commander.
The most likely position would be in one of the many aircraft shelters surrounding the base. But that's gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
New grid set.
Rock up, we're moving! Regroup and move up!
Right, it might not be there.
Infantry here, we're in combat! Keep moving!
Thermals activated. They cannot hide.
Infantry, good to go!
Drop them there.
Drone status red. We must have been hit.
Infantry here. Move your asses, maggots! Weapons team standing by. Look alive!
Well, there's your Su-57. Oh shit.
I love big guns. Check that building. Infantry here, we are engaged. Get your gear, we're moving out.
Counselor Miller, we found the Su-57. It seems to be in perfect shape.
Team under fire, requesting
Wonderful. I'm sending a group to retrieve it immediately. Keep the position secured until they arrive.
Airmen on the ground. Heavy weapons team engaged in combat. Infantry at your command, sir. Weapons team engaged. What are your orders?
Okay.
Weapons team at your orders. Infantry ready for combat. Ready for action. Infantry reporting in.
Okay, my guys have lifted the Sukhoi 57 and are on their way back.
Huh.
Infantry at your command, sir. Infantry here.
That's a AC-130 right there.
Ready for action. Infantry ready for combat. Infantry engaged in combat. Roger that, we're engaging.
The Su-57 has been retrieved. I can't wait to know if it's as good as they claim, or if the story of the MiG-25 will repeat itself.
Good to go.
That story is a bunch of bullshit, I gotta say.
Requesting orders.
Do you know why I say that story is a bunch of bullshit? Because the Russians, I don't think, ever claimed that the Su-25 was ever going to be, like, you know, competing for air superiority. That's a lot of Su-24s, though.
Weapons team here. Weapons team ready. The Air Force is on the ground.
It wasn't built to do it anyway.
Infantry at your orders.
So the Su-25 was designed not like the F-15. It was not designed for air superiority. The Su-25 was designed to hunt down U-2 planes and maybe SR-71s. That was the whole point of that specific plane.
Roger that. Making entry. Get in that building. We have a building to secure. Troops
We
in
hold the airbase, but the garrison of Kaliningrad has assembled a large force to retake
Okay.
it. They took their sweet time, but they're coming in force now. We can bring some heavy equipment with C-17, but we only have time for a single delivery, so choose well.
Which equipment should we load into the C-17, Commander?
Give me some Abrams. I'll need them. By the way, about the Booker.
One-time delivery. You won't receive replacements for these units if you lose them, so be careful.
Sir. Establish a base of fire in that building. Get your asses in that building.
Fighting the enemy group head-on with our light units would be suicidal. You should set up a defensive perimeter, spot them as soon as possible, then unleash our air power on them.
Yeah, we'll need recon.
Moving to new grid.
Weapons team standing by. Infantry at your command, sir. Prepare for entry. Knock, knock.
So where are they coming from?
Battlefield airmen at your command, sir. Roger. Time for a walk. We're not afraid of the distance.
Alright, pull them back over here to this corner. They'll be... Ooh.
Move to this building.
Alright. You wanna fight me? Sure.
Changing course.
Sheridan tanks.
Fighting Falcon here. Herc copies.
You like big guns too? These things we do that others may live. DJ's here. Go ahead.
Alright, I have no idea where they're gonna be coming from. I can't even see them. Let's get some drones.
Infantry ready for action.
Where is Kaliningrad?
On its way.
Like, I kinda need to know which direction they're gonna be coming from, at least.
We take that building. Rod, move out. Check a leg. Look alive.
Drone is online.
Right. Paying attention to the fuel gauge.
Weapons team here. Shut up and let's go. Check that building. Ready for action.
Alright, there they are.
Tank vehicle standing by.
Let's call in some air support.
Proceeding as frag. Line of coordinates.
Sir, we have detected the enemy group. They're not kidding this time. Dozens of tanks and IFVs in combat formation.
Green light. Bomb run on top.
All right, maintain visual on them and send in the Air Force. Cluster bombs are perfect to damage vehicles. Once they're immobilized, they're as good as dead.
Yes, mission confirmed. New bearing set.
Jeez!
Mission ready. Warthog copies. They won't see me coming. Inbound.
They ain't joking, I gotta admit that much.
M1 Abrams warmed up and ready
The
to
Big
go.
Bird is in the air. Attack vector confirmed. Ready to pickle. Bomb run confirmed. Let's reduce them to scrap. Eagle copies. Fight by fight. Attack run complete. Heading back. Strike successful. Attack run complete.
Alright, we got more bombs over there.
Airstrike complete. Eagle here. Send mission. Over. Vehicle status is red. Armored cab ready to roll. Heavy armor is on the field.
Weapons team ready.
That was a lot of Russians.
Infantry here. Standing by.
Eagle standing by. Cavalry is in combat. Our tank got hit. We're still operational. Armored cab engaged in combat.
On ass. We're moving. I love big guns. Special tactics team ready. Stack up. Prepare for entry. Infantry reporting in. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Hostiles on my mark. Fire. Driving to coordinates.
I wonder how you're planning on using that runway. That's,
Who needs a guardian angel?
Abrams ready to roll. Gunner, new target front. Solid copy. Moving out. Heavy cab ready to roll. Moving as ordered.
like, I'm not disputing we've taken the damn thing.
That target, Gunner.
It's over. All the
Good.
vehicles are burning or abandoned. What's left of the infantry and the crews are fleeing in disarray. So many losses at once. That must be terrifying.
Beautiful, isn't it? That was a brilliant victory today, Commander. The noose is tightening around Kaliningrad, and I'm sure they can feel it.
Eagles ate really well today. Don't lose a single plane. Yeah. Okay, very well. Objectives completed. Screw the medals. Alright, so once we do all of this, we'll probably conquer Kaliningrad, maybe. But not the Oblast.